So, lots of people have been asking me to unpack the thought leader's pathway a little bit more. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to share my screen and bring up the thought leader's pathway for you on screen. Reason being is so that you can kind of visualize what I'm talking about as we go through this. So, this is the thought leader's pathway, and I have created this over the work that we have done in the expert industry over the past 6 years, which has allowed me to truly understand that there is no one trick pony. There is no push this button and you're going to be a millionaire by Friday. It simply doesn't work like that. And although the bro marketers may have sold you this over the last number of years, what I want you to understand is that there are 9 success pillars that are required in this industry to become the one. And I like to think, if you think about this model here, we have them in swim lanes, and we have the expert level swim lane, where these are essentially the foundations of your business. This is where you want to understand the performance and quality of your offer, because not all offers are created equal. Some offers, as I talked about in our previous video about the noise economy, some of these offers out there in the world are literally created on AI and sprayed and prayed across the internet. What we want to do is make sure instead that you have a value driven offer that people are actually going to pay you for. And even if you're at multi six figures, 7 figures, or even 8, you may have noticed a slight dip in the conversion rates of your offer in recent months because of the noise economy. Now, the second success pillar here are leads. And if you have been in business for any length of time, you will already know that not all leads are created equal. Okay, so some leads are completely unqualified, the ones that make you want to stick pins in your eyeballs after a sales call, versus those who are highly qualified, know they have a problem, ready to invest in themselves, and have the means by which to solve their problem. Okay, so that is the leads score. And then we have the sales score. Now, just because we have qualified leads coming into our business does not mean that we are performing well in terms of sales conversion. So we should be able to, when we follow this model, be able to convert a lead to a client in one conversation around 80% of the time. Okay, so if your sales conversion rate is less than that, what I'd love you to do is to take our impact score assessment. You're going to discover, you can take this for free, you're going to discover your score as it relates to each of these areas, each of these success pillars. Okay, now, as I mentioned, these are the foundations of your business. And what I see so many experts do is that they are doing what I call the fancy things. That, they're trying to get themselves onto stages and they're podcast guesting, and they are, trying to, write books and all of these amazing things, which are all great. But if you don't have the foundations in place inside of your business, offers that sell, lead generation systems that qualify your leads for you every single day on autopilot, and a sales conversion machine that converts those leads into clients, all of that shiny object stuff is too soon. Okay, so that is the expert level. And then what happens is when people have their offer leads and sales scores into the green, so they are bringing leads into their business every single day. People are buying their offers, their sales mechanisms are converting in what I call the green. Then what happens is they become not only the answer in their space, but they want to become the authority. And here, what ends up happening a lot of people, and from experience, what I see is that this happens to those who are in and around kind of the 350 to 600K a year mark. And this is where their team, process, and systems are such a hot mess, for want of a better word, that they simply can't step into the spotlight. They cannot get speaking on the stages. They can't get the time to go on podcasts so that their reach is expanded because they're so busy working in the weeds of their manual business that they cannot step out and get into the spotlight. This is what you'll notice here is if you find yourself kind of working 2 to 3 out of every 4 weekends to catch up on things, you'll know that this is your main struggle. And once again, when you go through our impact score assessment, we are going to share with you your team process and system score so that you can truly understand what you need to focus on. Okay, now once you get that all in the green, you are the authority in your space. But to truly become the one, because you don't necessarily want to be one of many choices, to truly become the one, to truly become that thought leader, we also have to get your ecosystem, your diagnostic capability, and your leverage into the green. Now, again, the ecosystem score covers a multitude of different things that you gotta have in place. The diagnostic is do asking yourself, do you have the ability to gather the data and the insights that the seven-figure competitors in your space absolutely have? Do you have that ability to truly share your thought leadership with the world through a diagnostic assessment? Okay, so this is where you want to be thinking of strength finders, of unicorn leadership type, of Myers-Briggs, of DISC, all of these big name assessments. And finally, then we have the leverage piece. This is where we want you to consider how you are truly leveraging other people's audiences to bring more and more people into your world who can then purchase your programs, your courses, your consulting, your services in your specific niche. Once again, the impact score assessment asks you a series of questions that truly allows you to understand your ecosystem score, your diagnostic capability score, and your leverage score so that we can see, are you set up to become the one? So what I would love you to do is click the link that you see in and around this video. If you can't see a link on the platform that you are on, simply comment the word impact and I'll send that link right across to you. With that said, go and discover your impact score, and we're going to send you a personalized 74-page follow-up report. This is not some gimmicky, PDF that you never look at. It's a 74-page report showing you exactly what to focus on and exactly how to do it.